Hello, how's everybody doing? And I just noticed I spent all that time looking for these and I didn't have them put on. So I'm gonna put my earrings on because I want my earrings on while I talk to you. So, um, whew, what a day. Hello, Tab. How are you, boo boo? Oh, that's better. I feel like I'm sitting further away than I normally do, which is fine. That way you get the full effect. So yes, today has been very, 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 very interesting. So this morning I had my very first photo shoot. I've never had professional pictures other than when I was in school, school pics. Don't know if those really count. So, yeah, this is my first time getting professional pictures. And I've said that to someone before. And as I'm saying it even now, what's coming to my mind, what's coming to the forefront here is even though my dad was not a professional photographer, which I feel like that was something that he could have totally done because he enjoyed it um, a lot, and he was my personal photographer growing up. So it just came to me now, and it came to me earlier when I said that of not having professional photos. So I don't want to belittle the efforts of my father that were so much appreciated when I was younger. He used to take pictures of me. So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so I did. I took professional photos. And actually, this weekend has been interesting all the way around. So, first thing, let me kind of beep, beep, back up because I wanted to show this baby off. So, I ordered a planner, not just any planner, but this is a law of attraction planner. I'm not a planner girl. I am not a planner girl. I've tried multiple times to be a planner girl, and it just was not happening for me. Okay? It wasn't happening at all. But when my beautiful coach and mentor talked about the law of attraction planner, I was like, yeah, okay. And as she's said it, these like couple of years that I've been under her tutelage, um, I still never really was like, yeah, okay, it's a planner, I get it. So what I ended up doing was, because my year 2019 is all about the flow, I subscribed to Law of Attraction Freedom Mastery, I think is what it's called. Um, and I got a free 30-day downloadable planner. This planner is like no planner I've ever used before or ever seen. It goes so much deeper, and this was just even in the 30 days, and me watching the little tutorials and videos and all that they have for it. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna give this a try. So I sat down, and with the 30-day planner, I was writing things out. And I sat down, I had my laptop, I had my phone, and I was trying to make it sync up all of the things I was writing down and putting it in my calendar and everything else. And it was just coming together, and it felt so in alignment with me, like I've never felt before. So I was like, okay, I'm sold. I'm gonna get one. Got mine. Yay. It came on Friday. It's rose gold and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. The leather, the outside is so soft. Oh my gosh. And You know, I love to smell things. So I flip the pages and kind of smell my book. Don't judge me, but I just do. I smell my cards. I smell the things. When I get things, I smell them. I don't know. It's a thing. Um, Judge if you must. I don't care. But I mean, like on the cover, you can't see it, but it's got all this detail on here, and they've got affirmations going around, and it's really cool. And it's got all this great stuff in here. You know, it has like a road map and tells you. So yeah, when I start filling this baby out, I will show you guys. And I'm a believer of it. You love, oh, so you have one too, Shane? Yes. She said, and how you love it. I yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna sit down and write out, because I got February to plan. I've already got some things put together, but yeah. So that was one exciting thing. Then today was my photo shoot, and it was awesome. You know, never had one before. The lady that took my picture, I actually found her on Groupon. Oh, okay. Not yet. I got you. But yeah, I love, it's just holding it energetically. I'll just say, Shane, energetically holding it feels so good. Like when I'm rubbing on the cover, when, like I said, I smell it, and then when I went through the pages and just looking at it and looking at the integral parts of it and everything else, it's overwhelming because it's a lot. But when you sit down and think about how it's gonna guide you, oh man, I'm so looking forward to that book. So I'm gonna be sharing stuff. Don't worry. Don't worry. But yeah, the photographer, I found her on Groupon. And she's very sweet. And it's so interesting. I bought this Groupon back in December. I want to say it was in December. I want to say like mid-December I bought it. And December was kind of hectic for me. Not because I was just doing so much, but because of some of the things that were happening with me. And I'll have to talk about that at a later time. But I kept putting it off and kept putting it off and kept putting it off. Until finally, I reached out to her because, you know, if you've ever bought anything from Groupon, and if you don't, you know, click the link and activate it or whatever, it's going to start sending you notifications through email. And it was sending me notifications in a way of like, it was saying, look, lady, you bought this damn thing. Are you going to use it or not? So I was like, okay, I get it. I need to click on this. I need to contact her so I can set my appointment. Contacted her. Set an appointment was super, super easy. Issue, issue, she didn't have a studio. So anywhere, you know, as far as like pictures and stuff like that, it'll have to be it would have to be, you know, on location or whatever. So she started asking me questions about what I was looking for and all this other stuff. So we talked. So I wanted to be outside. I wanted to be in nature. I wanted to be outside. I wanted green around me. I wanted to be somewhere beautiful. And where I live, well, we have a multitude of parks. But in this particular area in Old Norcross, that's the name of the city, Old Norcross. Beautiful downtown, little quaint town, little shops and stuff like that and eateries. And they have, even within this small space, like 2-3 parks there. But this one particular park they've been working on for a long time, and it's beautiful. Beautiful. I need to go there in the summertime because they have this whole like water place for the kids where it shoots up and they can run through the water. And I really want to see that. The big kid in me wants to see that. But it's beautiful. And they have fountains there. Just all this wide open space. People walking their beautiful dogs and kids. Well, it wasn't a whole lot of kids because it was kind of cool today. But anyway. Problem, in Atlanta, it's been raining. Like every freaking weekend, it has rained. Every weekend. It's like it's sunny all week and then it waits until the weekend for the rain. So she and I kept having to reschedule and reschedule and reschedule. And finally, no rain. We got it done today. Woo! It got done. So, yeah, that was exciting. So I wanted to kind of talk about the lessons that I learned today. Because anytime you have, for me, I'll say, when I take on something that might be kind of big, and it's big for me, it's huge for me because I'm a lady, I don't like to take pictures. I will get on here and talk on a video because you're only seeing this part of me. Like I have, and I'll just be upfront, I have body image issues. I do. Because I'm heavier than I was before. Like I had lost like 65 pounds and I put every bit of it back on, and I'm not happy about that, but I'm gonna work on that. So that is another part of a lesson, but we're not gonna jump ahead. So to take these pictures and to do this work, big for me, huge. So I'm rushing around. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to my mom. My mom did my makeup for me because I'm not a big makeup person. So she did my eye makeup and stuff and made it real nice, made it natural the way I like it because I'm not a huge makeup girl. She did that and it was awesome. Thank you, my sister. Goddess Shane says, thank you for sharing so vulnerably and raw. You are not alone. Thank you, my love. Thank you. So, my mom did my makeup. Thank you, Tabitha. Tabitha says my makeup was beautiful. Yay, Mom. Yes, Mama did that. She did my makeup. She did great. And so, okay, I was getting dressed. And, you know, the hot flashes start hitting me, so I'm sweating, and I'm, like, making sure, and I couldn't get my boots to zip up, and I couldn't get my boots to zip up. I couldn't get, you know, everything just seemed like falling apart at the last second for me to get out of here. Because one thing about me, I'm punctual. I do not like to be late. I don't like to be late, and I do not like for other people to make me late or anything like that. I don't like it. It makes me freak out. I don't like it. It's one of my isms. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. I get out to the car. Now, first of all, the boots that I had on, they're cute boots, but they're not the most comfortable boots, and that's kind of why I don't wear them that often. So for me to be in these boots, running out to my car, getting ready to go, my phone. Gotta have my phone because I've never met this woman. And she needs to be able to call me and say, hey, I'm here, because I don't know who she is. She don't know who I am. So I come back in the house and I can't find my phone. So I'm tearing up looking for my phone. I'm like, where the hell is my phone? So I went back out to the car. It wasn't in my car. So I came back into the house. I was tearing everything up and I turned to the left and there it was. Plain sight. Wasn't covered, nothing. I'm like, really, Allison, really? This is what we're going to do today. Okay. So I'm like, okay, damn it. And I'm just running, go out to the car. Get in my car and I turn my music on because I'm like, okay, if I'm going to get in the mood for this, because I'm not, you know, with the pictures and everything, I got to get me some music, get me hyped up and ready and psyched and ready to do this. So I turn on, you know, I'm not a huge Beyonce fan, but it is a few songs of hers that I do like. And if you want to feel like you about to rip that runway and you gonna work, you better throw on some Queen Bee, okay? So that's what I did. And I'm jamming all the way. And I'm like, yes. And I'm putting my arms up and everything else. And right when I was about to park my car, I started feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm like right almost at the minute 10 a.m. to get here. And I'm sweating and I'm nervous and I'm anxious and all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh, please, God, I need to relax. I need to breathe. I can't do this until I just sit here and take a breath and breathe, because this is really happening. And God answered. She sends me a text and says, I'm so sorry. I'm running behind. I'm going to be 10 minutes late, but I'm on my way, I promise. Thank you, God, for that 10 minutes. Now, normally, I wouldn't have been happy about her being late them 10 minutes. I would have been okay, but I would have been like, really? So I'm rushing and, this is what we do. So you late. But no, I needed them 10 minutes. So I sat there and I got myself together. So sometimes, this is the first lesson, with all that chaos that I had going on within myself, because I'm putting myself on my timetable, on natural timetable, on man's, when I say man, I mean the species timetable. When all I needed to do was rest in the fact that my back is had and that it's all good. And whether I got there right at 10 or a little after 10, no matter what, that photo shoot was going to happen and everything was going to come together. Why? Because it's all about alignment and divine timing. And thank you, Goddess Shane, for saying the word alignment, because that's what I was getting at. Alignment and divine timing. We cannot overstep the boundaries of time. We cannot overstep the boundaries of time. Yes, there's boundaries in time, because there's one great force that hovers over us. And that great force is all divinity. And that's what is in control. We are not. So I could not control anything. And that's what I was trying to do. And I was stepping outside of what I said I wanted my 2019 to be, which was flow. And in the flow, there is no me controlling anything. So, Shane says, I'm with you on this big time. Yes, time. So that's the first lesson. I have to get myself together for divine timing. I have to stay in alignment with divine timing and realize I'm not in control. God is in control. And it's all good. I didn't have to worry. I didn't have to fret. If I was a few minutes late, what would have happened? I've already paid this woman. She would have sat there. She's been paid for her time. And she and I have been going back and forth. So that 10 minutes that I was given was the 10 minutes that I should have took before I left the house. I needed to breathe. I needed to get my thoughts together. I needed to get my mind right for what I was about to do. Because I'm already stepping way outside of what I normally do, which is, take pictures that would be like a full body. I needed to breathe. And I needed to sit and I needed to take in what I was doing, and I needed to think about why was I doing it. And once I could get myself directed back into that energy as to why I was doing it, I felt better. Having those few moments to sit and just take some deep breaths, and then to be able to remember my why. So divine timing is a beautiful thing. Another thing that happened, while I was sitting there, I was like, okay, I need to pull a card because I need to get my mind all the way right. I said, I'm channeling in all this gorgeous, beautiful, divine goddess energy, right? And I'm like, come on, all the feminine energy, because I am here. I am woman hear me roar. I felt good. I looked good. Everything was great. Pulled a card, and I knew that this was going to be the card that I was going to pull. Goddess Katesh, pleasure. It is good to feel good. My ecstasy is a manifesting force. And when I saw this, I said, work. So I was ready. I was beyond ready for that photo shoot. Another nugget that this photo shoot taught me today is it felt good to dress up. It was kind of like when my mom was putting my makeup on me, it was kind of reminiscent of me being a little girl, and my mom was always, she always had makeup. She always had makeup and jewelry and perfume. And I used to love to play in it, and that got me in hella trouble because I be messing with her stuff. But we would have those moments where she would make up my face. She would put makeup on me, and we would play makeup, and then she'd put jewelry on me, and then we would sit and we would just be laughing and talking, putting on makeup. And when she was doing that, it kind of made me think of that. And then I was like, you know what? A lot of us have gotten to where we're so comfortable with being, I don't even want to say frumpy, but so comfortable in, I don't even know what to call it, but it's kind of like, for me, I'll say for me, I can't completely say I'm not a makeup girl. When I say I'm not a makeup girl, I don't usually do, I was never the girl of the eyeshadow and blush, and all that stuff. What I would do was very basic. It would be like foundation, powder, a little liner on my eyes, and, lipstick or lip gloss. And that, for me, that was made up enough. That's all I needed. That's all I wanted. And I stopped doing that. Honestly, I used to do that quite a bit, and I stopped. And I got comfortable in that of what I need to do all that for kind of attitude. So today when I had makeup on and I was dressed for my photo shoot, I felt good. Yeah, the boots were uncomfortable, but outside of the discomfort in the boots, everything else felt good. I felt this really beautiful, feminine energy that just felt so pleasing. Not to anybody looking at me, which I'm sure they were. I mean, hello. But pleasing to me. Pleasing to my energy. Ah, ha, ha, ha. There's that pleasure. So it felt good to play dress up, to have makeup on, to put my, because I love earrings and all this other stuff, but having that moment to dress myself in that way. Thank you, Abiola. I'm so happy to see you. For that moment, I felt good. I really did. So that was another lesson for me of, I need to go back and claim that I used to do, because it felt good to me. I had gotten so comfortable with just not putting on makeup, not doing a whole lot with my looks. And I know that stemmed from another place. It didn't come from a place of, well, I'm all right with how I look. So, I'm not, it wasn't that. It wasn't. It went back to that body image thing. It went back to, nobody's going to pay me any attention anyway, kind of thing, thinking, and just having that on me and thinking, I can't believe that I did that to myself, which I'm not going to beat myself up about it. Please don't beat yourself up about it. But what I can do is shift my thinking and shift my energy as I'm looking at myself. She's showing these pictures to me as she's taking them. And then as I've looked at myself before I left the house and everything else, and I'm like, wow, I haven't seen you in a long time. How have you been? I'm so glad that you're here. I've missed you. And I feel myself about to tear up because I did miss that. I did miss that about myself. I did take that part of me for granted and say, I can put it aside. I don't need that. But here's the thing. When I had on my makeup, when I was in my moment, it was just a beautiful feeling to know that I did not deny myself pleasure. And I've been denying myself that. And it was pleasurable and pleasurable. Is pleasurable a word? I make up my own words. But I'm just saying, it was pleasurable for me to rekindle that part of myself. To go back to that part of myself and say, yes, you are worthy and deserving. You are beautiful. So when I finished taking that picture, that's when I jumped on and I took some selfies and I recorded the video, and I'm going to tell you now, one of the challenges that I have for you, I want you to have your own play in makeup time. Even if you wear makeup on a regular, I want you to think back when you were a little girl and you played in your mama's makeup, or you played with your little play makeup and everything else. I want you to channel that energy, because you know, the funny thing is, when I think back to when I was a little girl and I was playing in makeup, when I was playing in that makeup and I was dressing up and I put my mama's shoes on and her jewelry on and I'm walking around, can't walk in her heels because my mom used to wear heels, honey. Yes. My mama would work it. But I would be playing in her stuff and I felt like I could be anything in that makeup. And that's the thing, when we were little girls and we had that pretend time, when we did that, we could be anything. And no one could tell us anything different. We were whoever we wanted and needed to be at that moment. And I hope you understand what I'm saying, because I need you to hit share button and share this with your timeline, because there's women on your timeline that need to understand that we can go back to that energy and we can play in makeup and we can feel good about who we are. We can be whoever we want to be. We can be as bold and bright and shiny and magical and beautiful as we want to be. We don't have to talk about it. We don't have to boast about it. We don't have to do any of that. All we got to do is put the makeup on, or as they said, as that song said back in the day, well, wasn't that back in the day with Jay-Z and Pharrell, change clothes and go. And you think about that video, they had the models in there. So here's my challenge. Number one, I want you to play in makeup. And I want you to channel that energy of, I can be whoever I want to be. I can be me. I can be me on a whole other level. And then I want you to grab your cell phone and I want you to have your own photo shoot. Do a selfie shoot and take it from different angles. Click, click, turn on some Beyonce. And when she gets to the part where she says, pose for the camera now, flick, flick, I want you to pose and flick, flick. Take yourself your own private, personal selfie shoot. And then, once you've done that, I want you to share that with me. I want you to post that. I want you to proudly post that, not just with me. I dare you, I double dog dare you to post it on your Facebook page or your Instagram. I dare you to do it. And see how many people see you in a way that you didn't know they saw you. So I challenge you to do that. Oh, yes, I do. Because we got to get this energy thing together. We have to understand that we feel like we're 40 and we lost it. We ain't lost it. We just got to go back and reclaim it. It's been sitting right there like, hello, I'm here. Fabulosity right here is waiting on you to pick it up and put it down and share that with the rest of the world. Just because you are 40 and over, it doesn't mean that you can't rock it, doesn't mean you can't kill it, doesn't mean you can't stop traffic as you walk across the street. It doesn't mean that you can't start on your dream right here, right now. It doesn't mean that you are too old to begin, or that you can't learn anything new, or that you can't have your best life. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means that now you're in this era of your life. I like that. This era of your life. And in this era of your life, how are you going to show up? That's what really got to me today. How have I been showing up, and how do I want to show up now? Now, oh, honey, I want to show up and show out. I'm going to walk up in like the J.O.B. and be like, I am the shit, and I know I'm the shit. And whoever don't want to deal with it, that's on you. But I know who I am. I know who I am. Tabitha says, it's funny you talked about this. I played dress up yesterday and took selfies. That's what I'm talking about, girl. You better post them selfies. Because yesterday was Tabby's birthday, was it not? Tabby had that birthday, girl. You better post them selfies. Birthday girl, shoot. But yes, so that's the challenge that I have. So everybody has a challenge. I want you to post them here, and I want you to post them. As a matter of fact, if you're not a part of the Starting Over movement group, then let's go ahead and remedy that. I'm going to post the link. Yes, it was your birthday yesterday. I thought so, because I just remember I said happy birthday to you. So yes, I'm posting the link on this thread. And my computer is tripping, and it don't need to be, because we got stuff to do. Whoop, there it is. So if you're not part of the Starting Over at 40 movement Facebook group, you need to get your cute little self in there, because in there, we go deeper in our discussions. In there, we have our own little private parties. So we'll have a selfie party. And I want you to post pictures of your selfie and you just working it. And I want you to tell me how you felt. And who were you channeling? What goddess are you channeling? Or what queen are you channeling? Or what woman are you channeling, like energy of like Josephine Baker? Ooh, I love Josephine Baker. Are you channeling Eartha Kitt? Rare. Yes. I mean, who are you channeling? Because I want you to take that energy and I want you to take it, put it on and run with it. This is not about you. This is not you hiding. This is not you being anything other than your authentic self. But what I'm trying to do is bring you up so that you can see that you are just a beautiful, magical, wonderful being. And that it's fun to dress up. It's fun to play. It's fun to have those moments. And I'm so thankful for today and what has happened. I'm so thankful that I had that photo shoot. I'm so thankful for the lessons that I got from that photo shoot. It's a beautiful thing. And I appreciate you sitting here listening to me talk about it. So yes, that is your challenge. I want you to get yourself dolled up, and I want you to be looking good. Matter of fact, I mean, you could be so bold and get yourself dolled up and walk out the door. Ooh, go somewhere and take selfies with where you are. That might be a thing too. But yes, that is your challenge. That is what your marching orders are. And you join the group and you can post your pictures. And let me also say this. If you have not been listening to the Starting Over at 40 podcast, you are so missing out. But you can redeem yourself. You can go to soundcloud.com/Coach Roz. Not only will you find the podcast there, but you will also find the awesome 40 days of sacred clearing for women over 40, making space for all things new. That playlist is there, and that playlist is fire. I just have to tell you that. So thank you so much for joining me. I really just so appreciate you all being here. I love you beyond words. There are no words. And I hold you in my heart. I keep you in my prayers. And I thank you. I thank you. So have a wonderful evening. You have your orders now. So go make it happen, Captain. And post them. Post them pictures. Even if you're not in the group, post them on this thread. I don't care. I just want to see them. Okay? All right. Have a good night. Bye.